What's up, guys? It's Carbonite, and today we're going to be continuing with our Fursona Head project. Last time we just added the first eye backing. In between videos, I added the other one, which is going to be a dark blue, and I also added two more plates here to fill in the last remaining gap for our frame had. If any of you noticed, I actually put these on the wrong side. I fixed that as well. I have made these plates. I just used the little natural latch that we've talked about before, and I just have them attached like that. But obviously, we don't want these to be flopping around in the final product. So today we're going to be doing some sewing with pipe cleaners, and that's going to secure it into place and make sure that it isn't just flopping around. So with sewing, you just want to take a pipe cleaner, just fasten it onto the piece that you want to sew onto the frame or whatever you're trying to sew it onto. A hook is usually good to start. It's probably better if you tie it fully just so it doesn't come off, but you are going to be tying a lot, so it will not come off if you just have a hook, even if it's in the start. What you're going to do is, if you can see, there's this piece. You're just going to stick it through there, pull it out. And then what you're going to do is, you see how when we folded it over, there are these tiny little gaps between the two where you can actually touch the frame. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to stick it through those pieces. So if you just pull it like that and see it's coming out, I'm just going to pull this. And that's going to fasten it together so it's kind of tight. You're just going to keep doing that. Just like if you were sewing, you just, oh, missed. Put it through that one. Put it through this one. Pull. So you have a nice fastened. You're just going to keep doing that. Poke it through there. And sewing like this is a lot what I use tweezers for. Sometimes you don't have enough. And it's not as easy once the string gets shorter. And just gonna keep doing that. And that's pretty much gonna tighten it up so that it really won't move, like, at all. So now a tricky thing is when you have different colors that you want to tie together. If you were to just like sew on top of this, you'd have like this like little bit of green that's just like poking in through it, and it doesn't really look that good. So that's why we created this little hoop at the bottom, because that's what we're going to be sewing onto to sew it to the yellow part, because that part's going to be end up being hidden at the end of it, and we'll be able to get a somewhat tight connection between the blue and the yellow, and it won't show up, hopefully. Well, it shouldn't. And keep sewing. Yep. And then the last part is just the original frame down here. Just gonna tie that on. And when you're just tying it on, just like what I did here, you just basically taking this and you're just sticking it through, not there, the plate that we made, or I made off camera. And you're just pulling it nice and tight. Poke it through again, because obviously you can see a loop, so it's looping around the frame, and so when you're pulling, it's just tightening the two sides together. And I think that's good. So that's where the plate ends. I'm just gonna snip that bit off. I think I'm gonna leave a little bit of room so that I can fold it over. Like that. Fold it over so it's nice and tight. That shouldn't come off anytime soon. Now we have half of it sewn on. And it's not going to move. It's not going to pop out. This is a little less secure, but it is fairly secure. And that is how you fasten plates to frames and other plates. I'm just going to do the same thing with this side. So next time we can get started on what I usually like to do next is the snout. I usually make it too big, but today we're going to try to make it not so big. Well, anyways, that's going to be it for this short video, and I'll see you in the next one.